What is the secret behind Sigma males' ability to spot fake people with surgical precision? How Sigmas see what you are hiding isn't just a bold claim. It's a raw truth about their mastery of cutting through illusions. In a world where lies masquerade as charm and betrayal was a friendly disguise, most wander obliviously into emotional minefields. Picture the co-worker who applauds your ideas while scheming to steal them, the lover whose affection flickers like a transactional switch, or the friend who vanishes the moment your pain overshadows their ego. These aren't hypotheticals. They're daily traps that leave ordinary people reeling, wondering, how did I miss the red flags? Yet Sigmas, those enigmatic, self-reliant observers, spot the fakes before the first lie leaves their lips. So, what's their edge? It's not mysticism or luck. It's a ruthless system of observation, forged through emotional neutrality and a bone-deep distrust of performative niceties. Sigmas don't just listen to your words, they dissect your delivery. The half-second hesitation before your answer, the rehearsed warmth in your laugh, the way your posture stiffens when questioned, they're all clues in a dossier Sigmas build in real time. Years of solitude sharpen this instinct. When you operate alone, misplacing trust isn't an option. While others rationalize red flags as overthinking, Sigmas treat intuition as law, because history taught them the cost of doubt. But this isn't surface-level skepticism. Sigmas decode behavior like cryptographers. They'll resurrect that casual remark you made months ago and hold it against your current narrative, exposing contradictions everyone else forgets. They see your masked seams, not out of bitterness, but because authenticity is their oxygen. Where most are hypnotized by charisma or disarmed by flattery, Sigmas stay frozen in focus, compiling data until the facade crumbles. It's as if they perceive reality in 4K, zeroing in on the pixels others blur out. Here's the kicker. Fakers never know they're exposed. The smirk smothered too slowly when you fail, the hollow picture they're happy for you when you succeed, the artful pivot to their drama when you need empathy. These aren't quirks to Sigmas. They're neon sign flashing fraud. Psychologists call them micro-expressions. Sigmas call them receipts. They don't just spot these flickers of truth. They weaponize them, building case files on who's loyal and who's a liability. Why care? Because in an era of curated personas and strategic vulnerability, spotting fakes isn't paranoia. It's survival. Sigmas don't waste breath confronting posers. They vanish, recalibrate, and protect their peace. This isn't cynicism. It's the art of thriving in a world where lies are collateral. So, what deadly giveaways do fakers unknowingly leak? How do Sigmas decode them like a sixth sense? We're dissecting the hidden language of manipulation, the glances, tones, and harmless habits that scream insincerity. Stay locked in as Sigma male community exposes a playbook, equipping you to see through the act and armor your reality. 1. Backhanded compliments. Picture a dazzling bouquet of flowers handed to you with a sly grin, only to discover the stems are lined with hidden thorns. That's the essence of a backhanded compliment. It sparkles on the surface, like, "You're so brave to wear that," but leaves a sting that lingers. These aren't innocent remarks. They're calculated strikes, crafted to erode your confidence while the speaker plays a saint. Fake people wield this tactic like artists of deception, painting praise that doubles as poison. What sets the sharp-eyed apart is their ability to peel back the layers. Sigma males don't just hear the flattery. They sense the venom beneath it. They clock the pattern, comments that jab at your vulnerabilities or subtly diminish your wins, all while cloaked in a smile. It's the pause before the compliment, the overemphasis on brave instead of stylish, or the way their gaze lingers on the very floor they're pretending to celebrate. Sigma males decode these microaggressions like linguists, recognizing that true praise requires no qualifiers. It's not paranoia, it's precision. When someone's kind words leave you second-guessing yourself, they reveal their hand. Genuine praise lifts you up. These veiled insults are meant to keep you down, and the discerning know the difference. For Sigmas, every interaction is a forensic audit. They are not listening for applause, but for the echo of insecurity in the speaker's voice. 2. Excessive agreement. Imagine a puppet on strings, nodding furiously to every word you utter, its wooden smile never wavering. That excessive agreement in action, a performance of harmony that's too perfect to be real. Fake people turn into these eager marionettes, agreeing with your every thought, even when you're blatantly wrong or testing their spine. It's not camaraderie, It's a calculated bid to win your favor, a hollow echo designed to keep you comfortable while they angle for leverage. Those with a Sigma's clarity cut through the charade like a blade. They'll toss out a wild contradiction just to watch the yes-man stumble over his own enthusiasm, agreeing to both sides without a flicker of doubt. Sigmas know that authentic minds friction test ideas, sparking growth through debate, not mirroring. It's a glaring signal. True allies push back when it matters, risking friction for your growth. Fake ones cling to approval like a lifeline, their agreement a mask for self-interest. Next time someone mirrors your every move, ask yourself, what's a puppet master after? Sigma males don't crave sycophants. They seek sparring partners, those who challenge them to sharpen their edge, not dull it with empty nods. 3. Constant guilt trips. Guilt is a heavy chain, and fake people are blacksmiths forging it link by link. They wield phrases like "I've done so much for you," or let out theatrical sighs to shackle you to their whims. It's not about mutual support. It's a power play, a relentless tug on your conscience until you're dancing to their tune. These emotional puppeteers thrive on keeping you indebted, turning every favor into a debt you never signed up for. Sigma males, with their radar for authenticity, spot this game from a mile away. They feel the weight of those chains and refuse to carry them, stepping back to watch how these manipulators squirm when their hooks don't catch. They track the imbalance, favors that flow one way, sacrifices paraded like trophies, and empathy that conditional on compliance. Real connections don't come with a ledger. Friends give without expecting a receipt. When someone's always tallying their sacrifices, they are not your ally, they're your warden. The question is, how long will you let them hold the key? Sigmas don't negotiate with emotional terrorists. They torch the ledger and walk away, leaving the guilt-monger clutching empty air. You, watching this on the Sigma Male Community channel, aren't here for surface-level fluff. You're chasing the raw truth of human dynamics. Whether you're a Sigma male slicing through social facades or just someone hungry for insight, this next point might strike a chord. It's about humor twisted into something sinister, a tool fake people use to chip away at you while dodging accountability. Let's unmask this tactic and see it for what it really is. 4. Jokes at your expense. Laughter can be a bridge or a battering ram. In the hands of fake people, it's the latter, swinging at you with jokes that hit like sucker punches. "Oh, you're so sensitive," they'll say when you flinch, hiding behind the flimsy shield of "just kidding." These aren't playful barbs. They are precision strikes aimed at your soft spots, delivered with a grin that dares you to call them out. It's hostility dressed up as hilarity, and they bank on your silence to keep swinging. Sigma males see the blade beneath the jest. They catch the gleam in the joker's eye, the way the fun always tilts in one direction, yours. They notice how the laughter stops when roles reverse, or how the jokes escalate when you show resilience, a desperate bid to keep you off balance. While others might chuckle to avoid the tension, Sigmas note the intent, to diminish, to dominate, to test your limits. Flip the script and watch the mask slip. Those who dish it out rarely handle the return serve. Humor should build bonds, not bruises. When it's a one-way street, you're not the punchline, you're the target. Sigmas don't laugh along. They lock eyes and ask, "Explain the joke." The silence that follows is louder than any punchline. 5. Over-the-top niceness. Think of kindness as a warm fire, comforting until it blazes out of control and scorches everything in sight. Fake people crank the dial to inferno levels, smothering you with over-the-top niceness that feels less like care and more like a sales pitch. They'll drown you in unsolicited favors or syrupy praise, each gesture a spotlight on their goodness. It's not heartfelt. It's a trap, baiting you into owing them something they'll collect later. Sigma males smell the smoke before the flames take hold. They sense the dissonance, the way this niceness peaks when agendas lurk or when trust is still unowned. They see the performative timing, gifts that arrive when witnesses are watching, or help that's broadcasted, not quietly given. Genuine kindness doesn't demand applause or bind you with invisible strings. It's quiet, steady, selfless. When someone's generosity feels like a billboard screaming their virtues, it's not for you, it's for them. Peel back the sweetness, and you'll find the bitter core of their motives. Sigmas reciprocate energy, not theatrics. They'll match sincerity but walk away from anyone treating kindness like a transaction. 6. Secretly enjoying your failures. Failure is a storm. And fake people are the vultures circling above, waiting for you to falter so they can feast. They'll offer a sympathetic nod or a rehearse, "That's too bad." But their eyes betray them. There's a glint of glee, a quiet thrill that your stumble props them up. It's not empathy. It's opportunism, a twisted satisfaction that your reign somehow waters their ego. They don't mourn with you. They celebrate in silence. Sigma males, masters of the subtle, catch these scavengers mid-flight. They spot the mismatched tone, the question that probed too eagerly into your setbacks, the smile that creeps out when it shouldn't. They track the pattern, your lows coinciding with their sudden concern, or their eagerness to update others on your struggles. While others might by the act, Sigmas see the truth. Real friends weather the storm beside you, not above you. When someone's comfort feels like a performance, it's because they're not grieving your loss. They're toasting their gain. Trust the ones who'd rather see you soar than crash. Sigmas don't mourn the vultures. They let them starve, rising stronger while the fakes scavenge for scraps. So, there you have it, the subtle yet powerful ways Sigma males spot fake people. From detecting inconsistencies in stories to reading micro-expressions, these skills are invaluable in navigating today's social landscape. Remember, it's not about distrusting everyone. It's about being discerning and protecting your energy. If you found this video helpful, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to stay updated with the Sigma male community. And always keep in mind, in a world where authenticity is rare, your ability to see through the fakes is your greatest asset. Until next time, stay sharp and trust your instincts.